Aquarius darlings, welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for liking, for sharing this video so that this message gets out to other people, so that I know that my work is being disseminated out to the masses. Anyway, I do appreciate your love, your support, and returning to watch another video of mine. I do want to mention that I am available for personal readings, and that if you want to sign up for a Capella membership, you get exclusive access to guided meditations, daily guidance videos, and a whole bunch of other awesome benefits. I'm offering a 14-day free trial for some of my memberships of the lower tier, so that you can get a taste of what I offer that I do not put out on YouTube, to help to better prepare you guys for what's coming down the pike, because the collective is going to be going through some major changes. So it would benefit you if you feel called to sign up for a membership. You can cancel at any time. You want to try it out for 14 days and it doesn't work out for you, whatever, that's fine. If you want to keep it, that's fine too. It's very easy to cancel. If you already have a membership and you feel like you want to get more out of it, as I am going to be doing live streams for members only very soon. I'm going to make a bigger announcement about that later. So if you want to not have to be put on a list on my lives and be in a more intimate environment, and I can read, I'll pull more cards with those readings as well. It would benefit you to sign up for one of the memberships that includes access to my members only live streams. Okay, check out the description box below, or go to capellawellness.com for more information on my Capella memberships. You also get free access to my mobile app, where you can access all of the exclusive content there, and you can chat with me and other people, and go check out whatever else is there. All right, I wish you guys a wonderful week, a wonderful month. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope everything is going awesome with you. I hope you have had a wonderful weekend. I send you many blessings and much love, as I always do, and a wonderful week. All right, Libra, we're going to see what's going on with you at this time, what obstacles you are facing, what lessons you are learning to help you with your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. We're then going to get guidance from Spirit on how to best navigate these energies, what your wellness message is, what the full moon in Aquarius is bringing you. It's in an air sign, so the air signs are going to be affected by this, and it's a big full moon. It's going to end something suddenly and begin something suddenly. And yeah, you probably heard about the Lionsgate portal, but there's other stuff going on with this Lionsgate portal than we think we are led to believe, but this kind of is outside the scope of this reading. But after the full moon in Aquarius stuff, we're going to then look into what's going on with love and relationships for you, all right? Okay, so what's going on with Libra? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is the bottom of the deck for Gemini. What's going on? All right, Libra. So remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For somebody else who's watching this, keep your unhealthy ego at the door. Make sure you're honest with yourself and your situation. So the first group I'm getting here is some of you need to really understand the law of equal give and take. Some of you may be giving too much to something, someone, or whatever. It could be a job, could be a person, a connection, whatever this is. Maybe you're conditionally giving and trying to give to these things to try to get something back from it. Again, it depends on your situation. So some of you need to start utilizing your time, energy, and money for the greater good of humanity. All right, that is what pays off your karma. It's one of the things that pays off your karma. This is understanding the law of attraction, the law of reciprocity. What you put into the universe is what you get back. If God blesses you with a talent, with an ability to do something, he's expecting you to give that back to other people. All right, and then that's where the cycle of abundance flows, right? It's you put it in and then you get it back. You put something in, you get something back. But this is also giving to other people in a way where you're not going to expect anything in return, right? There's a huge difference between conditional giving and unconditional giving, all right? And this is also about learning how to receive, giving to yourself as well, and balancing that out. Sixes are about balance and harmony here. So some of you need to really balance out the give and take here. Give and take is a big thing going on apparently for the air signs. So give yourself some time, do some things for yourself, and then you can also give to others. All right. This is going to be a very, very big thing where if you start looking at the things that you're putting too much of your time, energy, attention to, especially where you're putting your money towards, really think about that, Libra, because if it's not tied to God, if it's tied to things that have a lower vibrational energy, be careful with that. Of course, there's stuff about, paying bills and going to the gas station, things like that. Yeah, but if other things that are not like necessities, let's say somebody's overspending on shoes. I don't know, that just came to me. Your money could be better used by giving some of that to somebody who's homeless, or giving it to a charity, right? Because when you're putting money towards the shoes, you're not really going to get anything back from those shoes, right? The shoes aren't tied to anything necessarily, except they're on your feet. So, and that ties into other things, right? So if you're utilizing your money wisely here, it's kind of like return of investments, right? Which, because the Seven of Pentacles is after this. It's time for you to start putting money in those things where you're going to get a positive return of investment. And understanding that random acts of kindness, it does pay off your karma. The little things. You don't have to do something extravagant here, right? Because if you don't have a lot of money, you can still give $1 here, $5 there, all right? Like when you go to the grocery store and it asks you if you want to donate to the world of hunger. It's funny because the world is at the bottom of the deck. And you can donate $1, donate $1. Don't worry about that. Trust me, guys. When I left the corporate world and I stopped making my high salary, and I would get those messages, or there was an opportunity for me to give to others, I got a little bit hesitant because I was like, well, what if I need that money? But you have to understand that God is your only source of supply. But when you give that, it comes back to you tenfold. And I started to realize that there's no lack. I'm always going to have something there because God knows what I need. And even if I'm still giving when I have very little, God sees this and he really repays that to you 100-fold, okay? Miracles happen when people do that stuff, when they have very little and they're still giving without expecting anything in return, okay? Again, random acts of kindness, generosity, doing it out of the goodness of your heart, it does really return to you in ways that you would not expect, okay? So some of you need to really start doing that. It's like with the world card here. Maybe I'm hearing like world hunger or something like that. Giving to world charities or something. And of course you can look them up because not all charities are legit, but you guys are smart enough to do the research. But this is also like, there's a big cycle ending here, especially for those of you who are giving too much of yourself to others, right? Libra, taking back doing things for themselves. It's an energy of receiving, learning how to receive. Now, sometimes we can be where when stuff doesn't go right, when we're not getting what we're putting out there, okay? Especially when it comes to people or even with your work, right? You're putting all your time and energy into like a business or your job and going above and beyond and doing all these things. And then you're realizing that, nothing's growing or you're not getting much back out of it. Maybe it's time to reevaluate that. Or maybe it's just, where you got to put your time, energy into other things and kind of balance that out between the business and you type of thing, right? But even sometimes then, when you're working hard on something and you're putting a lot of that into something, the energy, the time, the money, it could just be a thing where eventually you are going to get what is owed to you. You will get that abundance. The hard work will pay off. and the universe will return to you what you put into that. It's just a matter of divine timing for some of you and patience, okay? Yet, a lot of this really stems from giving to yourself as well. Not being afraid to do that, especially when it comes to money. And even if you have very little of it, just know that you have the right to receive. You have the right to do things for you. But again, it's a balance where you're also giving to others, your talent, your money to charities or to less fortunate people, whatever this is. It's a balance all around. Stuff for you, stuff for others in need, and stuff for your projects, your goals, your businesses, whatever. But because the world card is here, there's a huge chapter of your life that's closing now. And remember, when one door closes, another one opens. This is now time for you, Libra, to understand the law of equal give and take, what reciprocity really is, and balancing out your life more to include your finances. I'm also hearing balancing spirituality and practicality. All right. But there's a big need here for more balance, especially with who you're giving to, what you're giving to, and that type of thing. And if you're actually getting anything back. Now, keep in mind, when you're giving whatever it is out into the universe will return it to you in different ways than you expect, okay? Let's say you give money to a charity. You're not expecting the charity to give back to you. God, the universe, gives that kindness back to you in a different way. Somebody, buys a lot of your products all of a sudden, or buys a lot of your services, or somebody comes in to help you with some financial situation, or gives you a grant, or gives you a scholarship, or gives you a loan, or something like that, and they don't ask it for anything back. Here, somebody could just give you a gift of money to help you with something, and they're like, don't worry about paying me back, okay? That's a blessing in itself. But that's because you did something to get that, right? You didn't necessarily do anything for that person who gave you that extra money. It just came to you, all right? Because of the goodness that you did for others or for the world, all right? So there's something here changing where you're really going to start giving to yourself more and doing these little acts of kindness, and see what happens in your life when you do more of this, okay? And some of you may have a hard time doing that because people take advantage of your kindness and generosity, but that should not mean you stop doing it, Libra. Even if the money is low, it does not mean that you should stop giving. Even if you give $1, it's something. You will get that back in more ways than you think. There's also somebody here who's going to come forward and be very kind and generous with you. Maybe you were very kind and generous with them. They took advantage of your kindness and they just gave you like very little, okay? But now somebody's going to do the right thing here. They could be showering you with gifts. They could be helping you with a financial hardship. They could be paying off your debts, all right? Whoever this is going to come in, and because you were so kind to them, they're going to be overly kind and generous to you. Learn to receive. Accept what is being given. If you know deep down in your heart that it's coming from a good place, that it's coming from God. And what I'm getting is that this is coming from God, whatever these gifts are, whatever this gift is. Whether it's financial nature or not, it is Spirit is asking you to receive this with love, okay? Because it's going to be given to you with love is what I heard. There could be a change in finances for somebody here. But it looks like somebody is going to help you out with something with the Six of Pentacles. Material wealth and material needs are going to be fulfilled in very magical and unexpected ways. That's especially for those who were giving a lot to others and you just enjoy giving because it raises your vibration, right? So whatever you're being given, accept it with gratitude and humility, Libra. And even when you get these gifts or you get this windfall, whatever this is, you give back. Again, you keep doing this. If you're already doing this. If you're not, this is time for you to start giving to those in need, okay? Without asking for anything in return. But remember, it's not always about money. It's time and energy as well. But remember to give to others what they really need. Don't do it off of condition. Don't do it to keep somebody around. Don't do it to have somebody scratch your back too, okay? Give a gift where it doesn't promote dependency. Because remember, you give, and you're not receiving, or you're not balancing that out. People take advantage of that, and then, you know, that's an unpleasant feeling, right? And then you don't feel good about it. And then that ends up creating dependencies. Now, there might be somebody here that you're constantly giving to your kids, and they're asking and asking and asking and asking, and you're somebody may be afraid to say no. Spirit's saying that you need to put an end to that. There's got to be a balance with that too, guys. I know when I got divorced, I had a hard time with that, and I had to learn about that too. Okay? I was teaching my son, you know, to promote dependency. Oh, well, you know, money grows on trees type of thing. And I was like, that's not what I want my son to learn. This is about you empowering people to understand give and take here. It's like you help somebody with something, it empowers them to go do something else, right? And don't be giving to people and expecting that you're going to get the exact same thing in return. Again, that's conditional giving. Or if you're the person who's always taking, that's not going to be good karma either. So take that how it resonates. It's going to be different for everybody. Let's see what the challenge here is. What is the challenge for Libra? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. All right, we have the King of Wands, we have the Moon card, and we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. See, Gemini got the bottom of the deck for the challenge, too. You really have to listen to your intuition, Libra. Trust it. For you guys, too, it's been a challenge. Stop suppressing your intuition. You guys are very psychic. You're very intuitive. Listen to what your gut is telling you. Your guides, your angels, your spirit team are showing you things. They're revealing things to you. And some of you may be second guessing it. You're like unsure about what it is that you're receiving. Okay, be receptive to the downloads, to the information you're being given from the higher realms. Trust in your higher self. All right, listen and take action when needed. There's some sort of like secrecy, or it's like there's something mysterious, or you're dealing with somebody mysterious, and you're like, it's almost like there's somebody who's trying to be secretive, or they have something up their sleeve type of energy. I'm not getting that, Libra. If you're dealing with somebody who accuses you of that, or you're looking at somebody who is like that, again, your intuition is telling you something different. If you know that they're not hiding something, if you know that there's no like secret there, then trust in that. If you know that you have some suspicions about something, really, really think about that, because be careful what your mind is telling you and what your intuition is telling you. If you suspect something that is dark, if you feel it, okay, then trust in that. But if you don't, then trust in that too. Because there's this energy about you may be thinking that somebody is hiding something when they really aren't, which is why it's in the challenging position. Look, see, there's the moon there. Yeah, that's really suppressing your intuition. There's fears and uncertainties here. There's like a lot of anxiety here with regards to something. Like secrets, the unknown. It's like deception or something. Some of you, if you're receiving this gift from somebody, you're thinking that there's like something hidden, that they're still hiding something, that there's an ulterior motive. That's why it's in the challenge position, guys. You think you're being deceived by what this offer is, by who's giving you these gifts or where these gifts are coming from. Especially if your financial situation drastically changes, Libra, or somebody, because the Six of Pentacles is a philanthropist. It is a wealthy person who just loves to give because they want people, the less fortunate, to have something, because this philanthropist was really, or wealthy person was really fortunate to come into some good fortune or something. And they're here to just give to others because they know they're going to get that back. God blessed them with wealth, so they're going to give that. When the people who get blessed with wealth and they keep it to themselves, they get hit with karma, okay? Stuff tends to happen with them, and it's like, it's not really pleasant, and that's why it's so important to understand the law of equal give and take, okay? You get blessed with something, you give those blessings back out, and it comes to you. And again, it's the flow of abundance. You are always receiving what you put out there, but it's the good stuff that you put out there. If you put negative stuff out there, you're going to get back negative things, all right? So there's this energy here where some of you are thinking whatever gifts you're being given, whoever's giving this to you, you think that there's some sort of secret, that there's some lie here, you're being deceived, even if it's not somebody giving you something. But I do get a strong energy that somebody's giving you something. There may be somebody coming in to pay off your debts, to buy you a house, to just provide for you going forward. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Are they expecting something in return? Okay. Are they doing this to kind of like catch me in something? Or are they doing this because they have an ulterior motive? I'm not getting that energy here, Libra. And you might be dealing with a Pisces. I don't know, because Pisces energy is here. Or Cancer or Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. Or a fire sign. Or they have all this in their chart. But don't get hung up on the signs here. They just wanted me to mention that. But it seems like you're not going to really believe the generosity of this person, whatever this is. You're afraid that you're going to have to pay something back. Even if they say you don't have to pay them back. You're afraid that you're going to have to do something. You're afraid that this is coming from some dark entity or something like that. It's not. Your intuition knows that it's not, Libra, so trust in it. That is your internal GPS system. That's where your truth is. So don't second guess whatever this is. Trust your gut. Again, it's in a challenging position. You're thinking that you're being deceived again. There's some sort of fear surrounding this. You're like, there's something hidden. You think something is being hidden with whoever is being generous and kind to you, especially if they're giving you money or something big. It's like something big's coming and you don't see it. There are things being hidden from you for a reason, Libra. Things that are not going to be revealed to you because they want whatever this gift is to be a surprise. But you got to trust when this gift comes in. You have to learn how to receive. Again, accept it with humility and gratitude. Because there is somebody here who is very genuinely kind and generous, and they want to give to you. See, it could be a business person, a business owner, an entrepreneur. Somebody who's wealthy. This is also unexpected money. If you didn't know, the King of Wands brings unexpected money. Someone who's very successful. I said, there's like a rich person for some of you coming in. Somebody who's very successful who's going to give something to you. And I'm getting for some of you, it's a lot of money to help pay for something. And you're not going to believe it. It's somebody's been waiting to give you something, and they've been working on this, and it's about to be revealed. Okay? Or somebody's going to reveal to you that they're wealthy. That they have a flourishing business or businesses. They're very successful in what they do. High leadership, or like, again, CEO, entrepreneur, or something like that. Somebody who makes very good investments. Maybe somebody who's an investor. Somebody wants to invest in your business and they're going to give you, here's all this money. I want to invest in your business and I want us to partner on these things and I want us to do this stuff. Something along those lines. Okay? That's for some of you, not for all of you. But it could also be that this individual, this King of Wands, is revealing to you, oh, by the way, I'm a very wealthy person. And maybe this person was afraid to reveal this to you because maybe they thought that you were going to have some ulterior motive with regards to trying to strip them of their money or take them for their money, something like that. You may have been very giving to this person, not knowing that they were wealthy, and you were very kind and generous to them, very helpful. And they didn't give to you because they thought that you were giving conditionally, that they thought that you were doing this to get something out of them. And they didn't want to reveal to you that they had all this money, that they were wealthy. Because if you found out, then maybe they thought either you were going to stop being so kind and generous to them, or you were going to be going after them. Oh, okay, well, now I know that you have money, then I'm going to be doing this and this. Something along those lines. It's a crazy story here. So, for the others of you, this is also about your fear of giving money to others. Because maybe you've given so much to other people and they took advantage of you, and then you came across somebody who was very kind and generous to you. Maybe they also had a business, or they were also very powerful and very confident, but they were successful in other ways, and you thought that, oh, well, if I give to this person, then they're going to want more from me or something like that. And you started to realize that that wasn't the case. Because you could have, if you are a successful business owner for whoever this is, you could have very well been so wealthy that you were just very giving to others, but people took advantage of you and you may have not set those boundaries. Okay? Or if you're not wealthy and you're just successful in your business and you make do with what you have, and you're successful in a different sense, that people were taking advantage of your kindness. All right? Whatever it is, business that you have. And what was happening was, again, you were promoting dependency. You didn't set boundaries. Like I said, balance. You didn't give to yourself. And then people were like, oh, this person always gives me money, always gives me these things. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going to them. And you kept giving, and you kept giving, and you kept giving, and you didn't set the boundaries, and look what happened. Some of you may very well have turned cold-hearted and said, I'm not. And then other people who ask for your help genuinely ask, not asking for anything in return. When they come to you, you're hesitant. And you're like, oh, I don't know. Because everyone else took advantage of my kindness. But apparently somebody came along and they didn't do that. They were genuinely nice and kind to you. Because they love giving to others without expecting in return. They like to just give because they want to. They know that the feeling they get is the bigger thing. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with ulterior motives. Because God blessed them so much, they were asked to bless others, and that's exactly what they did, because this person understands the law of equal give and take. So you may have found this person to be very mysterious. Like, who does that? Right? How is that somebody's going to be very grateful for what I've given them, and they're not trying to take advantage of that? Right? So there's some fears for some of you with regards to giving to others because of some past or what you've been doing, which is why that cycle needs to end. Setting those boundaries. Don't give just to get something back, and don't give just to keep people around or get people to think that, oh, you're so kind and so generous, Libra. You know, and again, it could be dealing with kids too, or younger people or something. Set the boundaries with the kids too, Libra, for some of you who have kids. All right? You're going to teach them something greater with the law of equal give and take here. And that they need to put in things into the universe so that they get stuff back out. You're teaching them random acts of kindness, understanding that there are a lot of less fortunate people, and that we are here to help them, especially if we are better off than those people. And even if people like screw us over, right? We're overly kind to them. Okay, well, you just continue to roll with the punches. You continue to do your thing. That does not mean that you stop being kind to other people. You learn how to set boundaries because, again, you may have very well promoted dependency, as I said. Remember, being accountable for what you're doing here. So there's also 10 of Wands. This has put a burden on you. This has been a burden, which is why that cycle has to end. You guys have to understand you have to set your boundaries and stop giving too much of yourself or too much money to people who keep coming after you for it. And they're not being gracious. They're not being grateful. All right? And this is also stopping that cycle, the karmic pattern of you thinking that everybody is out to get you when it comes to you in your kindness. That everyone has ulterior motives when you're giving to them and you're expecting, or you give to that person and that person is not grateful. Or that person continuously goes to you for help. Now, if you have people who do that and they keep running into the same bind, you're promoting dependency. You're teaching them how to be dependent on you and other people. Okay? You got to teach others to be independent. So this has put a lot of weight on you. It's time to end this. Again, with cycle completion. You got to close out this chapter. You're not going to be doing that anymore if you are giving way too much of yourself. And then now you're turning into this person where you're trying to excessively control your money or take excessive control of everything else because of what people have done to you. You cannot judge other people based on how other people act, Libra, if you're resonating with this. And again, you also have to speak up for yourself, stand up for yourself, have that courage and confidence to say no. Okay? You're the boss here. I'm going to stop having you people take advantage of my kindness. I had to learn the same thing. Even with saying no to my son. And I know for those of you who are parents, it is hard to do. It's hard. But then when somebody comes in, okay, and really wants to give to you, and you know deep down inside that this is genuine, that this person is being, that they are giving to you because they want to give to you, then receive it. Stop fearing the worst, okay, based on what's happened in the past. Somebody here, especially if they took advantage of your kindness and they come back around and they tell you the truth, and let's say they tell you, well, you know what, I was afraid you were going to come after me for money. Because maybe they were married to somebody who married them only for their money. Or they had the money and they were so giving and people kept taking advantage, because this person, I'm hearing like this person, maybe a Pisces, had a very, very kind heart and they don't like to see people struggle. That was a tough thing for them. And when you came along, and take it how it resonates, because you can apply it how apply this how it is in your life, okay? This person was doing this and just got so tired of it. And you come along and you are being really kind to them without expecting anything. And they said, wait a minute. There's something off here. This person thought that you were hiding something, that there was a secret there. This person also sees that you're very psychic and very intuitive. You know a lot of things about them that you shouldn't know. That's because this person can see right through you. That's because they're very connected to God. They see the truth in everyone. They see the divine in everyone. So Libra, it looks like this person was looking at you like, who are you really? And I said this in Gemini's reading. You said all these things about them, their insecurities, the things that are, you know, that there's no way you could have known, and you probably told them this. Yet you were still being your kind, generous self, even when you called them out on things. Even when they were treating you poorly, you were still treating them with kindness. And then at some point, you saw the truth of the situation and said, well, I'm not really getting back as much, so I'm going to stop. So this person realized who you really were. That you were very connected to your higher self, connected to the higher realms. You were connected to your divine self. That is what a true divine person does. And this is divine feminine right here. Okay? You saw the divinity in other people, and especially in this person who wasn't giving to you. And even after everything, you were still kind to them because you let the past go. You knew what they were going through. You knew why they acted the way that they did. But you still acted out of kindness, but from afar. And this person could not comprehend that about you. Hence the High Priestess, the mystery, and the uncertainty of this. Like, there's something hidden here. It's like there's a secret that this person's hiding, but this generous person is not hiding anything. Okay? That's not what I'm getting. But again, that karmic pattern, whatever I was saying, trust your intuition. You know what you're feeling. The vibes don't lie, Libra. Stop seeing things from a 3D perspective. You guys are insanely intuitive with the moon and the High Priestess down there. You're very powerful people. Stop giving into the fears and worries and anxieties. Your gut is so on point, Libra. Trust in it. If you know you got to stop giving so much, then stop doing it. Give to yourself. But again, don't let other people ruin you when it comes to how kind you really are. Okay? People are going to do that. But again, look at yourself why as to why you got into that situation. Again, accountability. It takes two to tango. Right? Being taken advantage of means there's somebody else involved, something else involved. So if you know that's you, where you're overdoing it, and then all of a sudden you're getting into this energy where, nope, I'm not going to give anymore because people keep screwing me over and taking advantage, you're going about it the wrong way. You're going about it from a distorted way, not a divine way. Think of it differently. Look at the bigger picture. How do you feel when you give? You're supposed to feel lighthearted. You're supposed to feel jovial about it. It makes you feel good on the inside. You feel high vibrational, right? It's like I gave some money to the homeless man yesterday, and I've been giving him money every now and again. It doesn't matter what he does with the money. I feel good because I gave it to him. It's up to him. If he takes advantage, that's on him. It's not on me. God's going to see what I did. Because I know the kindness of my heart, I wanted to help the guy. And I've been helping him every now and again when I have cash on me. And yeah, he's still sitting at the median there. But when I have the cash or whatever, I give anyway. If he's abusing it, that's on him, right? And I'm not expecting anything in return. I'm not trying to do it like, oh, well, I'm paying off my karma and God, you better do something because I'm giving to people. No, it doesn't work that way either. I want to help. I love to give because I've been so blessed. So blessed that if God blesses me, I need to be able to bless other people. And I have to understand, if people take advantage of that, that's on them. It's not on me. That's not going to stop me from giving. But it also helps me to set boundaries if people keep coming to me for that. And they're still in the same predicament. You see what I mean? So there's a karmic pattern that needs to be dropped. Some of you, it's really stressing you out. It's weighing heavy on you. Let's see what the lesson here is. But, wow, that was fast. 7 of Pentacles. Poor return of investment. See, I was talking about the 7 Pentacles, and there it is. Are you getting anything back from it? Are you even getting a high from it? A high vibrational whatever from it? Ask yourself this. Like I talked about the shoes. You may get a temporary high when you're buying shoes for whoever needs to hear this. But again, this is an example. Even with getting obsessed with coffee or something like that, and you buy coffee like 3 times a day at Starbucks or something, you end up crashing probably later, right? Is it changing your well-being? Is it changing your finances? Do you feel happy? Do you feel jovial? Or do you have peace in your life when you're buying all that coffee or buying all those shoes? Do you end up having buyer's remorse? You see what I'm saying? I said it. Poor return of investment. There's like a regression here. You guys, there might be people pleasing. You give and you give and you give. And then you set the boundaries. And all of a sudden, what happens? You stop doing it. You balance it out. And then you go back to giving or taking too much. It depends on what your situation is. You got to stop making poor return of investment. Start investing in your personal growth, your wellness, your well-being. Investing in people who are going to help you with that. Investing in classes that are going to help you with that. You are the best investment to make, Libra. When you put that money, time, and energy towards yourself, God sees this and he starts to really make things happen in your life. But that comes with patience, okay? Things need to grow on their own time. You need to grow on your own time. Planting the seeds that are going to grow flowers and trees, not weeds. Dealing with people who are going to help you grow. The random acts of kindness are planting good seeds, Libra. And again, if you stopped giving because other people were taking advantage, your garden stopped growing. You stopped sowing. And remember, you reap what you sow, right? Sow into the things They're going to give you a positive return of investment. And people. When you see people doing good, try to do something good for them. Sow into their whatever they're doing. That's going to tie back to God. Especially if these people have a very strong tie to the divine, like I said, with the high priestess and the moon there. Your money's got in a way tied to God, guys, going forward. Because when the financial system shifts, it's going to be very, very difficult for people to deal with. Okay? So start investing your time, money, and energy into things that are tied to God, that are tied to the divine. Some of you maybe stopped investing in your personal growth or your wellness or something because of what I said. You probably thought that somebody was doing this to get money or to have an ulterior motive or something like that, trying to take you for your money. That's stemming from like an ego side of yourself. You're judging that person based on other people you've dealt with. Be very careful with that. We are all here to grow, learn, and evolve, guys. And it starts with us. Investing time, money, and energy into us first. And working with the people or whatever it is that I said with those who are going to help us with that. Again, understand the law of equal give and take. You give to yourself too, right? Watch what you get back. When you're investing, especially with money, guys, on yourself, personal growth is very important, especially now. Again, you reap what you sow. Be careful what you're putting all of that stuff into, especially your money. There's the greed. King of Pentacles. It's another king. Some of you are too controlling when it comes to money. I'm surprised Four of Pentacles is not here. Okay? There's also poor health here I'm getting for somebody. Somebody got hit with their karma and their health turned for the worse because of probably everything that I talked about with judging others and their kindness and their generosity or something like that. Or again, you're overextending yourself and you're not taking care of yourself. And for some of you, your health has just tanked or you keep getting sick. Okay? There is greed here. I have to call it out. Somebody's being very greedy. And I talked about that with Six of Pentacles, with conditionally giving. There's greed with this too. Okay? I hate to call it out. Either you're being greedy here, Libra, or there's someone being greedy. There's dependence. Again, with that Six of Swords. But somebody here is like possessive. Ruled by materialism. Jealous of other people. Maybe jealous of their talents. Jealous of the money that they have. Whatever this is. Jealousy doesn't get anybody anywhere, Libra. Be very careful with that. So again, poor return of investment. Some of you need to start investing in your personal growth and finding the people that can help you do that. Do not worry about money if money is tight for you. It's 555 as I say this. Major changes. It's time to change the way you look about money. Change your money mindset, Libra, if this is dealing with money, because there's pentacles all over the place. Okay? And success. All right? Understanding what success really is. It has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with you and your well-being and your character. Now, if you're dealing with somebody who's very possessive, very greedy with their money, who's very controlling, you're in a relationship with that person, I would highly recommend that you exit. Because this is too low vibrational and this person is interfering with your abundance. Somebody needed to hear that, because I know that's not for everybody. Some of you are dealing with people, you think they're kings, but they're like distorted kings is what I want to say. You're investing your time, energy, money on these people, and all they care about is money. All they care about is them. Maybe they just care about their looks, because the King of Wands is a sexy dude right here, or a sexy chick, okay? This is a very attractive person. Maybe they just use their good looks to get money or something like that. I don't know. But you know, if you can feel this within you, Libra, then trust in this. But remember, again, with suppressing your intuition, if your mind is like thinking that somebody is possessive or greedy or selfish here, and you know they're not, trust in what your gut's telling you. Because again, I said there is somebody who's going to be very generous. This is a very generous person. There's somebody here who's wealthy. Oh my God, Spirit. That's the millionaire card. Somebody here is dealing with a millionaire, okay? Very successful business or businesses, or very wise investor. Someone's very good with their money, okay? But there is somebody here who's very greedy with their money, who doesn't make wise investments. So use your intuition here. But there is somebody here who's very wealthy, could very well be a millionaire, who's going to come in and share their wealth with you. But some of you are thinking that there's some ulterior motive with this person. That is not what I'm getting. Right? The lesson learning here, you're thinking that this person is still a jealous, greedy, cold-hearted, selfish person. Okay? Regression. Some of you are going back to what you thought this person was, but apparently this person has done some significant work on themselves. This is the master healer of the self and the master manifester. Somebody has learned the law of equal give and take and has learned the law of reciprocity, especially if they already had money to begin with, that they had to stop being greedy with it, because apparently God showed them a thing or two, because there was a tower underneath the king. There might have been some serious divine intervention, especially with the health thing. Maybe they got their karma and said, hey, so-and-so, you were supposed to be generous and give to others without expecting anything in return. You had to stop being generous because other people took advantage of you. You had to learn the lesson to say no. You had to learn the lesson to set the boundaries. And somebody got hit with their karma and was like, oh, shit. They might have lost a lot of money. They might have, something happened to their health. Okay? That's a tower right there. Huge change. 555. Huge directional change. God said, this isn't the path you're supposed to be on. I did not give you all this wealth to keep it to yourself. I did not give you all this wealth to be greedy with it and spend it on silly things. Especially material things, because this person has a lot of material possessions. And that's all they care about. Because they think their home, the material possessions, their car, their job status is what makes them successful. And God's like, no, it doesn't. It's who you are. It's your character. It's whether you overcame challenges and battles. Is how much did you grow from the person you used to be? What did you overcome? What karmic patterns did you stop repeating? That's success right there. Excellent health is success too. If your health is shitty, I wouldn't consider that you being successful. if you're not taking care of yourself, that doesn't make any sense. How are you going to be successful when your health isn't, crapped out? Especially if you're not taking care of yourself, right? How can you be successful if you don't take care of yourself? So there's a lot coming in here, but there's a big energy of some very wealthy person. Again, a very wealthy man, masculine energy, a millionaire. Someone learned their lessons with wealth and material things and possessions and success. And there's something about you, Libra, where you were still being kind to this person, whether you knew they were rich or not. And you showed them what true wealth is, and that was the inner wealth. You showed them what really was of value. It was not about cars. It wasn't about homes. It wasn't about the bank account. It wasn't about material possessions. It was about the inner you. You taught this person this. You showed them what true wealth was. You showed them about being true to themselves and for honoring themselves, respecting themselves, knowing their self-worth, learning how to set boundaries, seeing the king within them, that they had so much potential to create the life that they wanted, the wealth that they wanted, but it all started on the inside. And because you showed them this, Libra, this person is really going to show you how much they appreciate you for teaching them this. And they're going to show this to you by giving them, they are going to shower you with gifts. There's like a big thing that this person is doing. It's like they're going to buy your house, a car, pay off all your debts, everything. This is the provider right here, like I was talking about, the ultimate provider. This person understands that they've been blessed with so much that they have to give, because if they don't, they're going to get hit with that tower again. Okay? And the others of you, this is you to get away from this focus of money, or get away from somebody who's overly focused on money and power and material things. And people being jealous of others who have more than they do. Or it could be you being jealous of other people who have more than you do. Or who have better health. Who have that charisma. Who have that power to lead. All right? That jealousy is not going to get you anywhere. So you need to remove yourself from that. I'm hearing Boaz here. If you don't know who Boaz is, go look it up. It's in the book of Ruth. He's the wealthy man who Ruth actually acquired. God gave her favor with a wealthy man named Boaz. So if that resonates with you, go look it up. Let's look at the guidance here. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians, please reveal to us for highest good. What guidance do we have for Libra? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. And with that King of Pentacles, guys, again, with the fear of not having money, especially if you want to invest your time, money, energy into yourself, please do not worry about the money, because God is your only source and supply. When he sees this, you doing this for yourself, or even in a business, investing in a business or starting something for yourself, God's going to give you what you need. He's going to provide. Okay? So don't be afraid of that. Take the helm. Be in control of your own ship. This is ownership. This is taking the lead. Okay? In your life. Invest in you. Take care of you. Bottom of the deck, determination. Don't be afraid of the rising tide. It will soon recede. That's determination right there. Okay? Stay determined. Stay confident. Believe in yourself. Don't let the material world rule you, because that's going to backfire. And some of you are already seeing this. Okay? Or maybe there's like a father here. Maybe you had a father who was very greedy or very selfish, or a boss, or if you're a father or a mother, right? Saying no to your kids, Or maybe you might be spending too much on yourself instead of your kids. Oh, that's the truth for somebody. What wellness message do we have for Libra? Get up and get moving. The Bloodstone. Bottom of the deck is blue lace agate. Find your calm. Movement is momentum. It is a life force crucial to maintaining a healthy mind, body, and soul. See with the health there? In addition to just feeling better when we are physically active, our mind is clearer and our mood is brighter and our spirit is energized. Even on days when it seems hard, stand up and get your blood pumping. You might be surprised at how quickly movement can recharge you. Set specific goals to better serve the needs of your physical body and stay motivated to achieve them. Once you take the first step, kinetic energy will kick in and soon you'll be off and running. Where does movement and activity place in the list of your priorities? What is getting in the way of being active? How can you incorporate movement into your daily life? The affirmation here is joyous movement energizes me today. Do one thing that gets your blood pumping. Do some activity. Get active. All right. Like I said, some of you, your health is, you need to work on your health. Blue lace agate. Just relax. The world is filled with stress and frenetic activity. It can be hard to find calm in the storm, but when all else fails, just breathe. Stay aware of the signs of rising stress or anxiety that are unique to you so you can nip them in the bud. When you are feeling overwhelmed, take a break and a breath. Do whatever your mind and body need in order to restore a sense of calm. Breath work and meditation can bring you back to your natural state of well-being. There is power in stillness and quiet. Tap into that and don't forget to breathe. When are you most relaxed? How can you de-escalate feelings of stress or anxiety? What brings you back to calmness? Your affirmation is, I show up for life, calm and present. Today, when you feel stress coming on, clench your fists up in a ball, inhale deeply, and then release both your breath and your fists. Repeat this 3 times. Do that exercise, guys. That's going to help you. Now, there is somebody here. I'm getting like a businessman here, businesswoman. There's something about, again, you're not giving to yourself. You are doing too much work or putting too much into the business and not yourself. And all that hard work that you're putting into the business, you may very well be ruled by materialism. There's something from your childhood. You may have grown up poor. This is for some of you, not for all of you. And you looked at success as, I have to do this, 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 and this, and that. I have to be better than my father. I have to be better than this or that person or whatever. I have to have money to show the world that I'm successful or that I am somebody. No, that's stemming from some past conditioning and something that you experienced in your childhood. Okay. And what's happened is you've been working and working and working and working and not taking care of yourself, and something with your health failed, or you came into this illness or something like that. It could have very well been God stopping you in your tracks to realize what you're doing. Okay. That somebody needed to say hear that. Now, with them find your calm and get up and moving, you need to balance the two. But this is more about exercise, not working 1,000,000 hours a day, okay, or a week in your job or in your business. Balance the time with relaxing, and then take the time for you to do some sort of exercise, whether it's just walking or doing something around the house, okay? Even taking a walk around the lake or in the woods or trail hiking, you can do that activity and you still find your sense of calm, right? It brings you down to earth. It helps you connect with Mother Earth. It helps you to release stress. Let's see what the full moon in Aquarius is bringing you. It's at 19 degrees of Aquarius, guys, so check to see where that is in your chart. This moon is also, oh gosh, what? It's also squaring Saturn, and no, it's conjuncting Saturn and squaring Uranus, okay? We have a time for healing, the balsamic moon. This full moon is going to put an end to a lot of things for you, Libra. You're releasing a lot of stuff. It's really going to be time for you to heal. I talked about taking care of your wealth, your wellness, your well-being is going to be very important. It's time to take action. There it is with the new moon in Aries. That's the Sagittarius energy, or I'm sorry, the King of Wands energy. I said Sagittarius for a reason. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Luck is on your side. New moon Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. New moon Sagittarius. I guess that's why it says Sag. Confidence is the key to success. It's a lot of fire energy. New moon in Leo. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. That's wealth and health and wellness and well-being. You and your loved ones are safe. The new moon in Cancer. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. The end of a tough cycle approaches. The full moon in Capricorn. It's a lot of stuff going on with this full moon, guys. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's exactly what I said. The full moon in Pisces. There's the Pisces energy right there. All right, Spirit. Let's do the full moon in Pisces. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. Okay? If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos that says, drop the act for everyone's sake. You need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition and won't let you down. At worst, this card could herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and the full moon in Pisces symbolically marks endings. That's why we had the World card. It's time to dive deep into your emotions. Practicality is at odds with the numinous Piscean energies that have no borders, so feel your way now. Psychic abilities heighten when the full moon is in Pisces, and soulmates now connect. It's also time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. Now we have the full moon in Capricorn. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is trouble, prioritize it more. See? Personal life. Release control and trust the universe. A professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. That's exactly what I said. Full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much-needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. Making a plan is a far better use of your time. Let's put this on the side here. Let's look at the... Guys, there's a lot of full moon, new moon energy. Endings and beginnings here. Let's put the cardinal moon here. And the balsamic. Full moon in Sagittarius, right? No, it was the new moon Sagittarius. Let's look at the full moon in Virgo. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got to where you are. Your next step should be then more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. There's the balance again. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. Karma, it's the Six of Pentacles. It's time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's the time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. I talked about walking out in nature. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that at any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. Okay, Libra. Now we have a lot of new moon energy here. New moon in Sag. Luck is on your side. Whatever's coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sag can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, but be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your worldview. Count your blessings, write them down, or say them out loud. You need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a week of practice, a gratitude practice via Facebook or a journal or a blog. Sagittarius is a sign of fun, travel, and exploration, the great cosmic quest. It's a sign of big ideas. Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. This new moon in Sagittarius exudes all this, as does this card whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. Expect the best, not the worst. That doesn't help anybody. You guys know that. You're smart. New moon in Leo. It's a new cycle for you, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Make time to have some fun. It's time for you to show the world what you've got. Shine your light, have some pride, spoil yourself, you've earned it. You've turned someone's head. Leo's the sign of big and brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. I got some weird, it's not a weird message. I didn't mean to say that. It just came out of nowhere, that's why. Because there's a Leo, I heard from my guides, there is a Leo who is a business person, masculine, could be very well male, who may be offering you something generous, like a contract or a job or something like that, okay? This Leo could very well be a millionaire, okay, for somebody here. This is not going to resonate with everybody. There's something working behind the scenes here. There's like a Leo who is a CEO and entrepreneur. They are a millionaire. They could very well be giving you something very generous or some very generous offer of something. Okay? That's for somebody specific. That came out of nowhere. It could be an offer to work with them is what I'm getting. And it's going to be a nice pay or something like that. There's this new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurities holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring your heart's desire. Make sure you put family first. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for you, your child, or your children. It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. New moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and also very emotional. Moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer. So whenever you pull this card, it suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family matters. So whatever this is, this generosity, whoever is giving you this, whatever it is, you and your loved ones are safe. Stop fearing the worst. Stop assuming the worst of this person, of this generosity, this kindness, whatever this is, guys. You guys probably manifested this because you put in a lot into the universe, and God is giving you more than what you asked for. He's giving you more than what you requested, okay? You are getting way more than what you've prayed for, what you've asked for, what you've manifested. You need to trust in this, okay? There's no secret backhanded thing with this for somebody. And yes, for those of you who have kids, your kids are going to be safe too, whoever this is coming in. All right? They're genuinely here to help you. accept with humility and gratitude, because this is pennies from heaven. It's a blessing in disguise, okay? And we did say count your blessings. The flame is lit. A wonderful new start beckons and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superbly positive sign. If there's something you want to happen in your life, take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is the time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go, but you're on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for, but the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavor you're asking about. The caution, don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge towards your goals. You'll create much better karma for yourself. Don't even think about giving up. Do your best and be happy with that. Avoid being brash right now. You need a 12-month plan. A new male is coming into your life. There's the confirmation right there. There's a male here for some of you. Okay? All right. New moon is the right time to start, and drawing this card, no matter when you do it, signifies it's also the ideal time to start your moon work, such as setting intentions. Wow. I got that strong male energy. All right. Cardinal moon. Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asked about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, there's a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. King of Wands, I am taking charge of my destiny. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Somebody's got Pluto in Libra. If you've got Pluto in Libra, this is a really huge message for you. That does not mean this is not your message if you don't have that. I'm just saying somebody needs to hear that. With the cardinal signs, they're natural leaders, okay? It's a sign that something new is starting. You quite possibly need to take the lead on it. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a lot of changes for you. Jesus. Jesus. Pray to Jesus. Thank Jesus for God for your blessings. Where's balsamic? It's making me want a salad now. How funny is that? I'm getting hungry. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and everyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and to wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. When one is healed, all are healed. It's time to let go of the past. I was talking about that. You are about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal, or think about how the situation would look if everyone were healed. Patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter the time that you pull this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your creatrix power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. Take it how it resonates, because I know there's talking about action with your healing. Again, relax, get moving, balance your life out. You're all about balance, Libra. You're all about balance. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you, so believe in yourself. I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. The answer to your question is yes, but not yet. You're halfway to your goal. You still need to put in a bit more effort. Sometimes you just need to realize how much we want something. You need to recommit to someone or something. This can prompt a small crisis. You need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be. It can also be a time when you need to stay strong through a storm. Wow. And yes, I read all of that. So if you're still here, then you are very serious about your stuff. Okay? My guides do not play. I do not play. God does not play with this stuff. And my crystals are falling all over the place. Not that it matters. Okay. Now we're going to do love and relationships. Oh, I almost lost the card. What is going on with love and relationships for you, Libra? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, planets, Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. So yeah, Libra, this full moon's bringing a lot of stuff for you. But remember, it's all for your highest good. Beauty. Grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. Somebody's name is Grace here. If your name is Grace, this is a huge message for you. Bottom of the deck is sacrifice. There are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you. What did I say about sacrifice? There is somebody, some of you who are business people, you're sacrificing way too much. And some of you, and this is no judgment, please do not take this as me judging you. Some of you are being ruled by money, materialism. There's like still a fear of lack somewhere. Or there's something about that stemming from your past that you're trying to prove to people that you can be successful. You're trying to prove to others that it's like proving them wrong. You don't need to prove anybody wrong, Libra. You don't. Okay? You really don't. And this is the first card of the deck. True deep beauty, such as the kind the mermaids know and see, is the kind that emanates out from a soul that knows itself. Beauty is not an illusion, but an emanation from the soul that shines out. And to wish to be beautiful, to wish to have this said of oneself, is simply the yearning for the soul's perfections to be acknowledged. Humans are also at present very narrow in their definitions of beauty, for there is also beauty in our aged ones, in their white hair and their tired eyes. There is beauty in asymmetry of injuries, and in the irregularities of form that befall so many. If this card has come to you, it is time for you to understand that your own beauty must be acknowledged and tended to, not with the unseeing eyes of a culture that wishes to sell you to the fear that your form is imperfect, and make a culture of neurotics who fear being rejected for their lack of youth and shiny hair. This beauty is deeper. It is to shine. Shine your light. That's the Leo energy, okay? Your confidence comes out of you. That's what makes you beautiful. It's like the freaking... My son used to love that song. One Direction. Okay. There's something about jealousy of other people who seem to be more successful, but you're starting to realize what success really is, and has nothing to do with views or clients or the amount of money you have or your subscribers or your followers. It has nothing to do with that. There's beauty in somebody who shines their light like it's freaking in your face. That beacon. So some of you need to shine your light, though. It has nothing to do with you think success is. It is to enhance and become your own true self. It is to also be as healthy and as well as you can be at this moment. It is not to speak not only words that may be true, but words which are also kind and graceful, nourishing to the souls of others, supportive of their potential and their own beauty. Beauty cannot be separated from appearance, but the way in which you regard yourself will immediately impact upon those who regard you. If you do not regard yourself with eyes that can see your own beauty, that beauty may well go unseen by so many others. Even our young and undeniably beauteous ones are often unable to see their own form as lovely. Always we teach them to find fault and then spend their energy fixing themselves, when all the while there was a far greater task for them. If you have received this card, make every act of self-regard one in which you can see your beauty. Undertake your beauty rituals with intent and great important care, and awaken the beauty that has longed to shine out from you. It's in and out, guys, not out in. Beauty comes from within. It's like the Beauty and the Beast story. It's what's inside that counts. Beauty is found within. And also beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? The tools we mermaids have been gifted with are also our gifts to you. Our comb represents the precious and sacred nature of caring for your physical selves. In acknowledging that your bodies deserve time and reverence, there is a ritualistic element to all beauty routines that can be lifted out of the mundane and commercial world and into the sacred, making of your bodies an honored temple which you love and respect and demonstrate gratitude for. By honoring your body, you honor most deeply your soul and the spark of life itself. It is time to tell yourself of your beauty, Libra. It is time to take care for your beauty, to undertake rituals for the skin and the hair and the teeth, but ones which enhance your own unique self. It is time to use pure natural products. It is time to create of your form that which you feel to be a pure expression of your own self. From within that self lies the beauty of you. 11. It's all loving yourself. See, with love and relationships, it's loving yourself first and find the beauty within yourself first. You will start to attract different people into your life when you do that. We know that in the world of the air, there is often a need to choose between what is wanted now and what it is best to wait for. And in your language, this sometimes means sacrifice. We have heard of the stories you have told each other, and the deities of the land and the sky that have done this. In the ocean, there have been great sacrifices too. The whales sometimes have beached themselves to feed their communities of people, your ancestors. They are more evolved, and they know that at times the individual lifetime is not as sacred as the soul's evolution. In your world, there is the tale of the great deity of the masculine power, Odin, the father god of your Nordic peoples, and how he drank from a pool of wisdom, water, the wisdom bringer, and then hung on the ash tree for 9 nights, returning to the world without one eye, but with knowledge. We have heard from the Vikings that he did not regret his sacrifice, that he knew that to gain the knowledge, something had to be given up. You have heard of the goddess of the people of the far north of the Americas, as you call them, the Intuits, and their goddess, Sedna, whose father cut her fingers from her hands to stop her clinging to the side of his boat. Some say this was a sacrifice, but this was not her choice. And so we wonder why we sometimes let people steal from you, why you sometimes let people steal from you and claim it to be a sacrifice. In your tale about us, the Little Mermaid, it is said that she chooses to give up her voice and her ability to swim, and even walks with great pain just to have the love of a human man. This is a sacrifice, but she gave up what was sacred, herself, and in the end is neither mermaid or woman, not loved or with kin. She is alone, a sea foam. So when you choose to sacrifice something, ask what it is for. Is it sacred? Do you want someone to do something in return? Or is it because there is an outcome that is better, truly better, than the perceived loss? Be wise in your sacrifices. Make them and choose. Else it is nothing but manipulation and robbery. And that story of the Little Mermaid, the true story, is a huge lesson there. Okay? You may be contemplating doing something that is a hardship or giving up something that is precious to you in order to demonstrate how important a third option is to you. Remember to make the choice to sacrifice, and that by doing so you have made what has been offered up holy, and made more sacred the goal you are questing for. Make your sacrifices wise ones, and be sure to decide whether the sacrifice is the best path. Sometimes people make what they think are sacrifices because they feel others will view them in a certain way, and by doing so they can become martyrs and wish only to be viewed as good. We got a card that said stop being the martyr, right? Remove this from your thinking. See whether you truly wish one thing or another. And then when you make the choice and it is freely given, then you have truly made something sacred. The whole process has become divine in its nature, and the reward is in the space and clearing you have created, into which the great good can be poured. You will be blessed, for you have blessed the world with your offering. And see with that story, the Little Mermaid, she gave up what God gave her. Her voice, her talent, whatever. For what? For the love of a human man? And then in order for her to save herself, she had to kill the guy? Really? And she couldn't do it. And what happened? She couldn't become a human? And she couldn't go back to being a mermaid? She became sea foam. She gave up what was sacred. There are consequences to giving up what are sacred, guys. Hey Libra, apparently this is going to keep happening because my recordings are just cutting off, but I know what's going on here, but I'm not going to let that get to me. So I already put all the cards away because they wanted me to clear the altar. But I did finish talking about what this card is. Now, I just wanted to reiterate with that mermaid story, right? Don't give up what is sacred to you. Libra, it's not necessary. God gave you some gifts. He gave you some talents. He gave you these abilities to do things. Don't give up those things that he's given you, okay? And don't give up on yourself. And start taking better care of yourself and stop making those sacrifices where, you know, I mean, look, she doesn't look happy, right? Start doing things for you. You can be the wonderful, generous person that you are, but also set boundaries and learn how to say no, okay? People will really respect you for that, okay? And it's really time to start balancing out your life here and investing more in yourself, okay? You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You have to do what's right for you. So with that being said, I hope this reading helped you. I really do. If you would like to book a personal reading with me or sign up for a 14-day free trial of one of my memberships, my Capella memberships, please check out the description box below. Go to capellawellness.com. Check out my services there or the memberships there. The memberships have some awesome benefits. I know some of the people who are already part of it are talking about how I give way more for what they cost, but that's what I've been guided to do. I am here to genuinely help others. I would love for you guys to join us in our members only lives. We're having some amazing people show up and we're having some awesome conversations. I hold those meetings week by weekly. I will be doing members only live readings for those who sign up for the memberships. If you already have a membership and you feel you want to really invest more in your time and energy into the work that I do, into what I have to offer, it's easy to upgrade. If you have any issues with upgrading, let me know. But yeah, if you haven't checked out those memberships, guys, check them out. There's nothing to lose with the 14-day trial, right? You can totally cancel before if you feel it's not for you. You can keep it if you want. You can even upgrade whenever you want. It's very simple. You get private access to my mobile app, which is completely free. You get to chat directly with me there. You get to access all my free content there via the Capella Cove inside my app. Talk to all the amazing people who are there. Join in on our wellness challenges that I do every week and a whole bunch of other great stuff, okay? So I hope this helped you again. This concludes your reading, Libra. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.